Good evening, fellow Zimbabweans. Zimbabwe. This is just a very off-the-cuff sort of episode of Brett Holley. We don't actually have any written speech that we're going to put with this video, but I just thought that there's a couple of things that have happened that perhaps need to be highlighted. We as Zimbabweans have gone to new lows. School fees. You can now, if you're struggling to pay school fees, you could actually take your goat and you could take that to the headmaster of the school, and that would equate to school fees. I don't know if the biggest problem will come in when we start having issues of change. I mean, we've got a goat to the value of $15 or $20, school fees is $10 or $12. We're not too sure if the government is going to be keeping chickens and rabbits and maybe zvihuta zvinochengetwa kuti ukabhadhara mbudzi change unopiwa huku 2 nezvihuta 5. Handisonyatsoziva kuti zvichafamba sei. But that just goes to show where we have come to as Zimbabweans when livestock is to be accepted not only for school fees but also as collateral at banking institutions. The other thing that we have noticed recently is we normally have what I and Fidza refer to as state-assisted suicides. Now, the listeners, you may need to be a bit educated in terms of what this means. We at Brett Holley have come up with that terminology because what normally happens to someone who is just about to expose the junta or someone who is against the junta is they normally have an accident. They somehow swerve off the road, directly hit a tree and die. The other way of state-assisted suicides is where an 18-wheeler, 16-ton truck all of a sudden swerves on the road into your car and kills you. But now, I don't know if boys zaenda on another course, because we are now noticing a lot of state-assisted suicides from people who are jumping from the 9th floor of certain buildings. We know that we're not that naive. Isusu maZimbabweans kana tichida kuzviuraya tinowanza kuzvisungirira mumiti kana kuti kunwa poison yemakonzo. So we know that by someone committing suicide by jumping off of the 9th floor, it's not a Zimbabwean thing, and we don't do such things. But the main news that has happened this week is what we are being told are a signing of a lot of memorandum of understandings, MOUs. This is where parties are getting together to form the much talked about Grand Coalition. Now, it's very exciting for some people within those parties who were willing or were going to get deputy president seats may not get that anymore because people have to accommodate each other. So there's a couple of people, but at the end of the day, what it basically means is that somewhere, someone is going to lose out and someone's going to take their place. When we are talking of coalitions, we have a situation where one party and another party join for the benefit of the country. Now, if we do that as Zimbabweans, we need to also understand that there have been no reforms up until this point. Now, let us remember, Kuti, in 2000, 2003, 2008, the opposition didn't lose elections. They won them. So we mustn't think because we now have this coalition that the election is an automatic win for the opposition. If election is cinema reforms, atifetaka win election. So we need to understand that this event, as much as a lot of people are celebrating it, is only one aspect of what needs to be done. The other aspect is these people who are forming these MOUs or this talked coalition, these people are the same people, some of them have been to 4 elections now. So what we cannot ndindega ndiri kuzvifungera handisonyatsoziva pamwe mogona kutiudza pama-comments kana kuma-inbox ndindege here ndiri kuzviona kuti vanhu ava vari kubata ma-elections 4 ava pa-MOU iri kusainwa. What they also need to do is make sure that there's a clause in there to say if those leaders fail this time, that they will all step down and give fresh blood a new chance to run politics from then on. Some people, if they fail this time, they will be heading to their 5th election as opposition in Zimbabwe. And we cannot, as young people, as people who are stuck in the diaspora, we cannot rely on people going to election time after time. So, as much as this is hyped, please, mazimbu, ngatizive kuti kubatana kwedu hazvireve kuti tichawina election. We need reforms. If there are no reforms, there must not be elections. No matter we have a coalition in place, we do not care. The political parties that do go to elections under these circumstances must be viewed as junta-sponsored political parties. No political party must go to election, no matter even if you're in a coalition or not, if there are no reforms. Kana mafara zvanataura, if you support what we say, we've got a YouTube channel and a Facebook page, all entitled Brett Holley. Thank you very much.